Welcome back to Brittany's Sports Talk. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about should the NWSL come out with soccer players' bobbleheads. I think that if the NWSL were to come out and have NWSL teams represent and do giveaways at games like the first 1,000, fans could get a free bobblehead of this particular player per game. Or like every other game, do like this player, we're doing a giveaway for the first 1,000 fans could get a bobblehead of blah 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 player. I think that would be a cool way to get more fans inside the game, the soccer games, and to represent not just the team but the community and soccer in general, but also have a way where you can remember that particular game because you got a free bobblehead of either your favorite NWSL player, or you just got a free bobblehead of a NWSL player that represents that particular team. I think that it would be a cool way. For example, let's say you go to a North Carolina Courage game and you could get a bobblehead of Casey Murphy, Jessica MacDonald, or Kaleigh Kurtz, or even Sydney Debree. And obviously, if you got a bobblehead of Casey Murphy, for example, you could remember that game as that's an item that is a collectible item, one, but also it's an item to remember, hey, I got to see Casey Murphy and Jessica MacDonald play a North Carolina Courage game whenever I went to the game. Same thing goes with any other team, such as, for example, if you went to the Orlando Pride, you could get a bobblehead of Alex Morgan, Brittany Wilson, Gina Lewandowski for, obviously, the Gotham FC. You could get a bobblehead of Carli Lloyd at Gotham FC, Alexandra Long, Gotham FC. You could even go to a OL region game and get one of Rosa Louise, who plays for the U.S. national team, but you could get a bobblehead of her. You could go to a Washington Spirit game and go see Kelly O'Hara and get a bobblehead of her. Abigail Bradley, Morgan Elizabeth Goff, you could get a bobblehead of them, as Morgan Elizabeth Goff is a rookie, so it would be pretty cool to get, let's say, a rookie bobblehead, but then also have a bobblehead of a veteran player, such as a player like Alex Morgan, Carli Lloyd, Kelly O'Hara. You could go to a Houston Dash game and get one of Rachel Daly and Emily. You could even go to, let's say, Racing Louisville is playing North Carolina Courage at Racing Louisville, and you could get a bobblehead of Emily Fox, Addisyn Mercer, or you could go to, let's say, a Houston Dash versus Gotham FC game, and you're at Houston Dash. You could get one of Jane Campbell, Julie Ertz, and let's say you were going to a Kansas FC game, you could get one of Adrianna Finch, who obviously plays for the U.S. national team, but representing Adrianna Finch on the Kansas FC level. I think that would be a cool way to get more fans involved in the sport of NWSL soccer, but also to have that collectible item, because I know personally for me, I would love to collect any North Carolina Courage bobbleheads, such as Casey Murphy, Kaleigh Kurtz, or any other ones, but I would also like to collect one of, let's say, Alex Morgan, Carli Lloyd, Emily Boyden, maybe Morgan Elizabeth Goff. I would love to collect those two, as I'm a fan of soccer in general, and I just want to collect one of just my favorite players like Alex Morgan, Casey Murphy, Kaleigh Kurtz, who also could be representing my favorite team, but you also want to show representation to other teams, such as getting a bobblehead of Addisyn Merrick, or even Emily Fox. Thank you for listening to Brandon Sports Talk on Should the NWSL Come Out with Soccer Players Bobbleheads. See you in the next episode. Bye!